Today we're going to do one of my all-time favorite songs. Let's learn In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. Let's start with the right hand. We're going to learn the introduction, which is also the same as the verse. So it's just a couple of easy chords. What we're going to do first is put our thumb on F sharp, middle finger on B, and pinky on D. So this is a B minor chord in an inversion, so it's turned around. After that, you're going to move your middle finger from B to A. So you get a bit of a different sound. This is a D chord, also in an inversion. After that, keep your pinky on D. Everything else moves to G and B. So that gives you G, B, D, which is a G major chord. And then finally, we're going to end with a chord that we already did, F sharp A, D, which is the inversion of the D chord that we did a few seconds ago. If you haven't already done it, please consider subscribing and liking this video. It's so helpful with the growth of this channel. Thank you. So in total, here it is twice. Now as for the left hand, it will start on B, then it will go down to F sharp, G, and then D. You can either go down to D or up. It doesn't really matter too much. I tend to go down. So B, F sharp, G, D again, B, F sharp, G, D. So altogether, now you might notice that even though I played the progression twice, I changed the rhythm a little bit the second time. So there's a bit of debate about the rhythm of this chord progression because the way Peter Gabriel's band plays it on the original recording, the rhythm is never consistent, and sometimes you even hear them messing up and you hear one person anticipating rhythm and the other not. So what I mean by that, here's an anticipation. Right, so on the end of 3, I moved. So 1 and 2 and 3. And it's cool, it's syncopated, it's offbeat, right? Here's just playing it straight without a syncopation. 1, 2, 3. So a little more plain, right? I moved right on beat 4 there. So what I think you guys should do is kind of a combination of the two. Here's what I do. I anticipate first, and then I play the rhythm as a straight dotted half note with a quarter note. So like this. That was anticipated. Now no anticipation. Again. In my opinion, that is the best way to do it. So that chord progression will serve as your introduction and your verse. So you're going to play that for quite a bit. Also, before the song even starts, there's kind of a pickup note. It's just a D. It's like a synth pad playing a D for one beat. So I do that with the left hand like this, before the chords. It doesn't matter too much, but when you guys listen to the song, which I'm sure a lot of you will, you'll notice that lone D note right before the progression. So your left hand can handle that. Like that. After you get comfortable with the intro and the verse, move on to the pre-chorus. The pre-chorus is fun because it's a 16th note pattern that fits really nicely under your right hand. So what you want to do is take your thumb, find E, A with 2, C sharp with 4, D with the pinky. Just work your way up, E, A, C sharp, D. Once you have that, retrace your steps back down. So that sounds like this. Get comfortable with that. And once you do, go up to A, D, C sharp, A, C sharp. And that full phrase goes like this. Again. So it's a lot of fun to play once you get it. The left hand is now going to really create a bedrock underneath this cool little phrase that changes the sound as the tonality kind of shifts around. So left hand is going to play A, and then B, and G. And the timing is as follows. A is 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. B is 1 beat. G is 4 beats. 3, 4. A, 2, 3. B, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the way that lines up is as follows. So it takes 2 measures to kind of complete the cycle, even though you do this twice. The left hand is dictating the chord progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to do that 4 times, which is 8 measures. That looks like this. Second time. Third. So there's your pre-chorus, and now we're going to go into this interlude. It's a 3-measure instrumental sort of interlude with some ahs and oohs. There's some background vocals, a little bit of synthesizer. So I'm going to show you what's happening. Play G major chord, G, B, and D, and then use your ring finger to play C sharp, and your middle finger to play B. So like this. Do that a second time. Do it a third time. And while that's happening, let your left hand just hold G, like this. Second bar. Third bar. Now, as for the chorus is sort of what you already did in the pre-chorus, but it's in a different key. It's an E major now. So instead of going, we're going to start that phrase on B, like this. That's kind of what makes this song brilliant. So we're going to start on B. The notes are E, G sharp, A. Work your way back down. G sharp, E, B. Up to E, A, G sharp, E, G sharp. So slowly. Now, instead of doing that over and over and over 8 times or 12 times, there's going to be a little change every other time. So notice that I started on B. On the following measure, we're just going to move that thumb over to A, like this. Very pretty. And then we go back to B. And then back to A. So again, referring to this, as one phrase, those 2 bars, we're going to do the phrase 6 times. So it equals 12 bars. Last but not least, the left hand here is going to play E for 3 beats, F sharp for 1 beat, C sharp for a half note, 2 beats, D for 2 beats, and then repeat. E, 2, F sharp, C sharp, D. So together, it's like this. Let me just slow that down a tiny bit just to help you guys out. So remember, that full phrase is 6 times. And then after that, the last section is what I would call a post-chorus, or an interlude. There are no vocals, there's hardly anything happening. It sounds like just a little string or synth pad playing an E. So what I do for that is I just play E in each hand. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you let it kind of fade out for 4 bars, which feels long, but again, when you hear it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that part. And then immediately we go back to the top. And we're back where we started. And essentially you go through the whole form again, and I believe the song fades out on the chorus. So if you don't want to do a live fade out when you're playing this on the piano or singing over it or playing it with someone else, you can just end the tune on this E and let it fade out. And that's kind of a conclusive way to end it. And there you have it. Those are all of the pieces that you need to play In Your Eyes. This is the best way to play it on the piano if you're going to accompany somebody or you just want to learn what Peter Gabriel and his amazing band are doing on that recording. This is pretty much it with very minimal shortcuts, if any. Have fun with it. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.